Say hello to the XEV9S, the latest addition to Mahindra's electric lineup of SUVs. Now, in case it looks familiar, that's because you could think of it as an all-electric version of the XUV700. While the shape is familiar, under the skin, it's built around Mahindra's all-electric in-glow architecture. Now, this video is going to be a quick introduction to what is a very exciting new EV. One of the reasons you should be interested in the XEV9S is its aggressive price tag. Prices start at 19.95 lakh rupees for the 59 kilowatt hour Pack 1 above variant, while the top spec 79 kilowatt hour Pack 3 above variant comes in at 29.45 lakh rupees. Now, for comparison's sake, it works out about 2 lakh rupees less than an XEV9e. In terms of styling up front, it has a strong resemblance to the XEV9e, but the two are not identical. For instance, this lighting treatment is a lot thicker on the XEV9S. Of the other details, Mahindra's Infinity logo also sits on this concealed section up front, and it's moved down from the bonnet as you get on the XEV9e. Now, talking of the bonnet, this raises to reveal a 150-litre frunk, and it is quite a handy size and can store quite a bit of luggage. Now, coming to the sides, you will see gloss material, something we've seen on the other Mahindra electric SUVs as well. Now, a point to note is the XEV9S rides on 18-inch rims. The 9e gets 19 inches as well as 20 inches as an option. Now, if you come further back, there is this gloss material for the lower section of the bodywork, and that highlights the position of the battery in the body. Mahindra says ground clearance is 219 millimeters. Now, another interesting fact is that the 9S is marginally shorter than the 9e in its wheelbase, though both are still built on the in-glow architecture. Now, what explains this little bit of a divergence is the fact that Mahindra needed to shrink the wheelbase slightly so that it could use XUV700's bodywork on the architecture. Now, coming further back, you get a conventional roofline, what we've seen on the XUV700, and in fact, the doors and these panels are shared, as is the glass house. Coming further back, you'll find more differences. For instance, at the tail lights, you get this concealed look of gloss finish, LED lighting for the tail section, and these little elements, they also light up and look really nice. They sort of give the look of glittering. You also get this thick band of gloss black over here, XEV9S badging lower down, more gloss black lower down. So there are quite a few details to distinguish this from its ICE cousin, the XUV700. Now, as for luggage capacity, the first point is that the tailgate is not powered, so it needs a bit of effort. There isn't all that much space. You can store maybe a couple of soft bags at the very most with all seats in place. But if you do fold down the third row, you get 500 liters of luggage capacity, and it is really accommodating. And yes, Mahindra has incorporated a spare tire right here. Now, on the inside, the XEV9S is no different to the XEV9e, at least when you're sat up front. So you get this same triple screen layout. It's a feature that a lot of people love and a lot of people haven't quite taken to. So you get three 12.3-inch screens, 12.3 inches for the digital dials, a center touchscreen, as well as a dedicated passenger display. Now, the screen is really good on functionality, but one complaint that we had with the 9e as well is that it just packs in too much and the user interface isn't all that nice. You still have to sort of work your way through it, and there is quite a bit of a learning curve. But in terms of quality, really good materials used here, but there are hard, scratchy plastics lower down, a generous use of gloss materials, and you also find that gloss effect on this two-spoke steering wheel. As we've seen on the other Mahindra electric vehicles, it's got Mahindra's new Infinity logo, which lights up when the car comes on. You have your paddle-like controls for regeneration, boost mode, and the other functions. In terms of seat comfort, the seats are nice and large, very well cushioned. They pack in ventilation. There's also a powered adjust, but I have to bring in the ventilation function and controls are on the touchscreen. So again, something that you have to learn on the go. Now, unfortunately, there's still no privacy filter on the passenger side display, so it is visible to the driver. Now, talking off the passenger seat, this is a very cool way to kill time if you're stuck in traffic jams. And what's also nice is that the front seat passenger gets electric power adjust. A large and airy middle seat experience was always a highlight on the XUV700, and that has been carried on to its electric cousin as well. There's a good amount of space. The seat is very large. The windows are large, and of course this massive panoramic sunroof makes a big difference to the sense of space that you get inside the cabin. Now, seat comfort, again, very well cushioned. Seats are quite flat. There is enough width for 3 adults to sit in comfort. You can fold down the center armrest. It gets 2 cup holders. There's also other amenities like wireless charging pads at the back, a 65 watt charger. You can use what Mahindra calls bring your own device, so you can attach your own tablet and use that as a rear seat entertainment system. There are sunshades which really cut out the light, and Mahindra has also made amends to other features. So the seats now get a slide function, which is something that was missing on the XUV700. As before, you can also adjust the backrest recline, and Mahindra has also added in powered adjust and a powered boss mode, so you can really stretch out and sit at the back of the XEV9S. And another feature that will be really appreciated by the chauffeur-driven is rear seat ventilation. Now, because the middle row seats can be slid forward and backward, getting into the third row isn't as hard as it is on an XUV700. So you still get a one-touch tumble and fold operation. There is a good amount of space to walk in. Now, space at the very back, it still feels a bit tight for someone of my height. I won't be able to sit here for very long, but someone of an average build, average height can actually make the most of the third row of seating. Now, because the middle row seats can be slid forward, there is a whole lot more flexibility, so you can really balance the space within the cabin, and that is a big advantage over the XUV700. Now, the battery pack is positioned under the floor. It's an LFP battery pack, but interestingly, there are not 2 but 3 sizes of battery packs. So there's a 59 kilowatt hour and a 79 kilowatt hour, which you also get on the BE6 and XEV9e. But a new inclusion on the XEV9S is a 70 kilowatt hour battery pack. Now, in terms of range, the 59 kilowatt hour battery pack delivers a certified range of 521 kilometers. The 70 kilowatt hour delivers a 600 kilometer certified range, and the 79 kilowatt hour delivers 679 kilometers of certified range. Like the XEV9e and the BE6, the XEV9S also uses a rear-mounted motor that only powers the rear wheels. Now, the power outputs depend on the battery capacity, though in all configurations, the peak torque figure remains 380 Newton meters. As for max power, on the 59 kilowatt hour version, the motor makes 231 horsepower. On the 70 kilowatt hour version, the power goes up to 245 horsepower. And on 79 kilowatt hour versions, the motor makes 286 horsepower. Charging options include 7.2 kilowatt AC charging, 11.2 kilowatt AC charging, and up to 180 kilowatts of DC charging. If you can find a 180 kilowatt DC charger, and Mahindra is setting up a network, you should know that 20 to 80% of charge takes just 20 minutes. So that's your first look of the new Mahindra XEV9S. What do you think of it? Is it an electric SUV of interest to you? Is it an SUV that could sway you from petrol or diesel SUVs in the same price band? Let us know in the comment section below. We'll be driving it over today and tomorrow. So stay tuned for our review that drops on Saturday at 11 a.m.